Trib Live High School Sports Network is the official video and audio streaming partner of the WPIAL. We broadcast over 2,000 sporting events each year and cover 17 sports in over 170 schools. At HSSN, you'll find the latest in high school sports news, live and archive broadcasts, scores, standings, and much more. Trib Live High School Sports Network, your high school sports leader. All season, every season.
This is the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Gold heading back to Lawrence County.
Your home for the County of Champions.
Swing and a miss! A no-hitter in the WPIAL championship game.
The Mohawk Warriors have knocked off the four-time defending champion and are champions again.
The Shenango Wildcats are the WPIAL champions.
Elwood City, WPIAL champions for the first time in school history.
Cox with it. Cox all the way in the jam again. The Red Hurricanes storming their way to another title. Swing and a miss. A one-hit masterpiece.
Turn. Vegas and Maples keeping himself coming near side. Can they hit him? No! I think he got in! He's down! Will he get it for the state championship?
Strike three called. Put another notch in the belt for Laurel Spartans three-peat.
And the Shannon is the 2021 2A Girls Champion.
Your voice for Lawrence County sports.
The gold ball headed home to Newcastle.
This is the Lawrence County SportsNet. Coming to you live from Laurel High School for some Wednesday night high school girls basketball action here on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP. Tonight, a Section 1 Class 3A game in girls basketball to WPIAL as the Laurel Spartans host the Freedom Bulldogs. Tonight's game on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP, and on the Trib Live High School Sports Network, is brought to you in part by Melee Chiropractic, by the law offices of Luxembourg, Garbutt, Kelly, and George, by the Red Zone, by Pontius Insurance, by the Crane Room Grill, by the Tri-County Principals Association, and by the Lawrence County Community Action Partnership. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Wednesday night basketball. We're 24 hours early here for tonight's game, originally scheduled for Thursday, but with the impending weather, all of Lawrence County and many surrounding areas already calling for virtual school days tomorrow, and Freedom and Laurel deciding to push this game up by a 24-hour period to not have to worry about the makeup games, especially with a lot of teams still having to deal with makeups from the lost games on Martin Luther King Day. A good job by both Freedom and Laurel athletic directors John Rosa and Kenny Locke, making sure they get together with the coaches and getting this game in ahead of time to beat the impending storm. Freedom at 6-2 in section play. Laurel a game behind at 5-3 in Section 1. Everybody chasing North Catholic, a 9-0 section record and 12-4 overall, matching Freedom in the overall column. Laurel, their last game was a loss to those North Catholic Trojanettes. Again, what a workhorse they have been. Freedom, on the other hand, coming off of now 4 straight wins, only one of those being a section win. Southside Beaver, New Brighton, and Lincoln Park, all non-section clashes. The last game against Mohawk, a tight one at home, a 2-point victory for the Bulldogs there. Mohawk and Elwood City currently at 4th place, tied at 4-5 records in the section. Big news coming out of Laurel today, though, and unfortunate news for the Lady Spartans. One of their leading scorers in junior Reagan Atkins will be out now for the rest of the season after suffering a torn ACL in one of their games in a non-contact injury. Was talking with both Coach Karchner and acting coach Jim Marcantino of Laurel earlier here before tonight's game, and just a non-contact, the last thing you want to see, and sadly just about every coach has had to deal with it and had to see it one way or another. And unfortunately, she will not be in there, but according to Coach Marcantino saying that, hey, it's a next player up mentality, and it's been a good few days of practice. Everybody's ready. Everybody knows what their role is, and they're going to have to step up and make things happen. Laurel at 5-3. Freedom at 6-2 in section play. This is our Luxembourg, Garbutt, Kelly, and George pregame show. Your insurance company not always on your side, but the law offices of LGKG are. You can visit them online, lgkg.com, for your free consultation. Luxembourg, Garbutt, Kelly, and George, keeping promises for over 80 years. Said acting head coach Jim Marcantino will get it out of the way right now with Coach Matt Stebbins, who had to resign, or chose to resign, in mid-January with ongoing issues with the program. He steps aside. Assistant coach Jim Marcantino, who is a retired phys ed teacher here at Laurel, has been retired, he said, for, well, he couldn't tell me the exact number of years, 10, 12 years that he has been out of the classroom, but loved teaching the X's and O's. He was a longtime assistant back under Coach Tinsman back in the day. Liked to get back into it, did a lot of private lessons over the course of the last 10, 15 years, but really missed the X's and O's and learning the fundamentals of the game. Worked with a lot of these girls coming up through the ranks, coaching in the elementary, maybe even in the middle school levels, and jumped on board a couple years ago as an assistant coach and now takes over the role as acting head coach for the Laurel Spartans here the rest of the way. We're going to take a timeout here on our Luxembourg, Garbutt, Kelly, and George pregame show. When we come back, we'll have starting lineups and tip-off here from Laurel High School. Lawrence County basketball action here on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Relationship is trust. My father told me a long time ago, the definition of personal integrity, it's really simple. Do what you say you're going to do. At LGKG, we've been doing that for over 80 years.
Wherever you're going, Axe can get you there. The bowling alley, beauty salon, and even the library. Axe can get you there safely. The grocery store, the pharmacy, and the bank. Axe can get you there comfortably. Going to work, visiting a friend, or just to relax at the park. Axe can get you there affordably. Axe is here to get you there safely, comfortably, and affordably. Choose Axe as your driving service and give us a call to schedule a ride.
Has your child's early education slowed down or even paused due to the pandemic? This is crucial time you can't get back. LCAP can keep your little learner on track for success. We have options for working and non-working parents with in-person childcare and age-appropriate virtual learning to keep them busy and engaged. Parents, don't hit pause on early learning. Lawrence County Community Action Partnership can jumpstart their future. Learn more at lcap.org.
When a team needs to discuss their next move in a big game, coach calls a timeout. When you need to discuss your next move after your latest life endeavor, let Ponce's Insurance be your coach. At Ponce's Insurance, how we serve you is as important as the insurance we provide. Protecting those you love, the business you built, and the things you've earned. That's our job. At Ponce's Insurance online at poncesinsurance.com.
Whether you're hosting a big party, it's family dinner night, or you just need a place to go and watch the big game, the Crane Room Grill is the place to be. Need that something special for your upcoming event? Ask about the CR Brewing Company's custom brewing options to give your big day that personalized touch that your guests will never forget. Visit craneroom.com to see their full menu, or call in your takeout order now at 724-656-1553. The Crane Room Grill and CR Brewing Company, a winning combination. Thanks to our friends at LGKG, a law firm of AV-rated attorneys and super lawyers, Luxembourg, Garbutt, Kelly, and George, keeping promises for over 80 years. Call them at 724-201-1576 and let their team of attorneys guide you through the legal process, or visit them online, lgkg.com. Freedom 6-2 in section, 12-4 overall. Laurel 5-3 in section play, 10-6 overall. I'm James Dotson, glad to bring you coverage here at lcsportsnet.com. Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP, and of course on the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Running the cameras tonight, Miss Rachel Bowen, Dom Summers, Aaron Vigiano, your producers here this evening. Let's get the starting lineups. You saw the Freedom Bulldogs making their way out there, and Laurel making their way out of the tunnel here as well. for the Laurel Spartans. It'll be the lone senior on the roster, 5'3" senior Lucia Lombardo, 5'4" junior Danielle Pontius, 5'8" junior Josie Fortuna, 5'7" sophomore Kendra Ruperto, and a 5'6" junior Jonna Hill. Lombardo, Pontius, Fortuna, Ruperto, and Hill, the starting five for the Laurel Spartans. On the other side for Freedom, it will be the sophomore Shay Bailey, senior Renee Moorbacher, junior Jules Moorbacher, and another pair of seniors, Olivia Evans and Cadence Gorajewski. So Bailey, Moorbacher, Evans, and Gorajewski for the Freedom Bulldogs under ninth-year coach John Kircher. And it was very fun listening to Coach Kircher and Coach Marcantino talking. Thank both of them for talking with us before tonight's contest and getting us some information on their squads, but really fun talking about what they have had so far and what they have coming up in terms of the end of the season. It is the stretch run, and these two teams in a dogfight, just one game separating them, and it was just a 4-point difference in the first game down at Freedom, 53-49. The Moorbachers combining in that game 38 of the team's 53 points in that contest. On the other side for Laurel, Danielle Pontius having the big game, 17 points, including 4 3-pointers in that game for the Lady Spartans. They're in their home whites going left to right, Freedom right to left as you watch here at lcsportsnet.com. Your officials, Christopher Healy. I promised I would not go too hard on you. Don Meisenheiser and Steve Schaefer doing double duty as he also did the JV game here earlier today. Tip controlled by Freedom. Driving into the lane, pass down low from the sophomore, trying to get it to Gorajewski. No good, gets her own rebound. No good on that shot. And rebound coming out. Josie Fortuna dragging that one out. So first possession now for the Spartans. Pontius will cross the timeline. Right wing Lombardo gets it back to Pontius, and you can tell they're going to go tightly guarding on her. A extended 2-3 zone. Jonna Hill, jump stop, kicks it over to Pontius, passes on the three, steps inside the arc, back out to Hill. Good ball movement. Now they're going to bring it back out. Good defense from Freedom to really shut down the passing lanes. Good aggressive defense is what they've tried to do here over the course of the year, and it's going to lead to a turnover as the pass down low out of the reach of Ruperto. Double team in the backcourt is going to lead to a steal. Is poked away on the play by Ruperto. Shot no good, and rebound coming out. Gorajewski getting the rebound. Freedom coming, and a good pass backdoor layup up and in for Shay Bailey, the sophomore, one of the leading scorers on the year. Had 13 the first time these two teams played. Right wing now with Lombardo. Pass deflected, good hands by Renee Moorbacher, the senior of the Moorbacher sisters. Pontius in the corner. Hill trying to run the point and goes high post. Good find to get Fortuna. She's going to drive in, jump stop, left hand off the mark, no good. Flights over a pair of rebounders, and she's going to get the tie up. Possession will stay with the Spartans. Battle for second place here in section play. Glad to have it for you a day early with the impending weather coming in. Return pass to Pontius in the corner. Well defensed there by Gorajewski, and she's got to bring it all the way back out to the point. She drives in, kicks it over to Lombardo. Right back to Pontius. Right wing, thought about a three. He's going to bring it back out. Good patience offensively here from the Spartans, but unable to get much out of it so far. Hill trapped in the corner, back out to Lombardo. Into the corner for Ruperto. Goes high post. Fortuna able to get it out. Top of the key. Lombardo, three-pointer on the way. No good. Offensive rebound. And bringing it right back out is Ruperto. High post. Fortuna turns, faces, pass down low on the high-low, and a foul called. Good find from Hill, and we're going to get a first free throws of the game. Believe Moorbacher's going to get called for the foul. Actually, no, check that. They're going to get it on Cadence Gorajewski. I went to put up all my signs here behind us. Realized we never took them down from the last game we were here. Apologies to everyone here at Laurel High School for that one. First free throw off the mark for Jonna Hill. Second one rattles around, hangs on the rim, but doesn't find its way down. So it remains a 2-0 advantage. Pressure on in the backcourt. Jules Moorbacher was able to work through it. Free throws were an issue the last time we saw the Lady Spartans. Good backdoor cut, just hiding behind the defense. Jules Moorbacher, her first points. Deflected pass at midcourt. Fortuna's going to get pickpocketed and going the other way with a right-handed lay-in. No, it's going to hang on the rim, won't fall, but the putback up and in for Shea Bailey. And we're going to have a Pontius Insurance timeout called by Laurel with 5:12 remaining here in the opening quarter. A quick 6-0 advantage for the Lady Bulldogs here on the road, and they got off to a big advantage late in that first matchup. They were up by double digits after 3 quarters, but Laurel able to cut it down to ended up being a 4-point victory for Freedom in that game. So you know Laurel's going to battle for all 4 quarters, but not the start that Coach Marcantino and his staff want to be seeing here today. Thanks to our friends at Pontius Insurance. Make sure you visit them online, pontiusinsurance.com. Love the life you live worry-free. (6-0), 5:12 remaining here in the opening quarter. A couple of early turnovers. They're able to get this inbounds pass in to Danielle Pontius. She'll quickly cross the timeline. Short corner, Hill finds Fortuna. That pass deflected, though. Otherwise, she may have had an open look. This time cleanly into her, inside out, and then it'll be a Ruperto shot that's going to be knocked, or going to be short and knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Fortuna. Both teams wanting to show the pressure. A little diamond press action now coming from Laurel. Trying to work her way down the near sideline. Renee Moorbacher pass across. I think missed its target, but still ended up in the hands of a Bulldog. That's Gorjewski. Shea Bailey, the sophomore, one of the leading scorers on this team. Been a nice, pleasant surprise for her this year. And she has a left wing 3 and knocks it down. She's got 7 early points. And a big advantage early for Freedom. Lombardo gets the pass up ahead. Good find to Jonna Hill with the right hand, and Laurel gets their first basket at the 4:20 mark. We're going to have a whistle as it looks like Lucia Lombardo may have lost a shoe, or at least going to get relaced. Hill with the first basket for Laurel. Trailing 9-2. We'll see if that gets the Spartans going. And a little steal on the inbounds. Lucia gets the steal and a held ball. Will change the arrow. It'll stay with Freedom. 4:20 remaining in this first quarter. Renee Moorbacher trying to work in the backcourt. Cross-court pass, able to get it up to Shea Bailey. Another good find. Great vision all across the court, but Olivia Evans no good on the shot. Put back off the mark, no good. And we're going to have a whistle and a tie-up. Going to go back at least over to the Spartans. 5 white jerseys, 1 red jersey, but it was Jules Moorbacher who came down with it. Inbound goes to Hill. She's going to go cross-court and on the same page with Ruperto. It's going to go right into the Freedom bench. 3 early turnovers now for Laurel. Coach Marcantino encouraging the defense. Gets a deflected pass from Ruperto right into the Laurel bench. Possession stays with Freedom. Midway through this first quarter. To the left wing. Gets it right back to Bailey. Quick trigger. Shot off the mark. No good. Long rebound corralled by Hill. It's going to lead to an easy outlet as Ponch is trying to go coast to coast, and she's hit on the arm. Not as much an outlet pass, really, as it was just kind of a push forward to Pontius as she was making her way down the court. First on Bailey, team second. Pontius in and out. So free throw line, again, not friendly to Laurel here early on. She's able to split the pair, her first points. And get into the pressure, 9-3. Beating the pressure. Olivia Evans gets the ball at the free throw line. Pass to Gorjewski. He's going to be stolen away and then knocked out of bounds going for the loose ball, and it was Lombardo last to touch it. The only senior on this roster, Lucia Lombardo. Lots of underclassmen, this junior class especially. Very instrumental in the WPIAL championship appearance 2 years ago. Been in the semis 3 years in a row, has Laurel. Top of the key, three, rolls around, in and out, no good. Across the timeline and poked away. Renee Moorbacher is going to get a fourth turnover now. She gets the return pass, gets it down low from Renee to Jules, and she's fouled. 2 free throws now coming. Gives us a chance to remind you that spirit sales are a great way for your organization to make money. Organizations from across the county made a combined $4,000 at the Red Zone last month just for sharing a link. The Red Zone does the rest. Give them a call, 724-654-6065 to see how your group can score big at the Red Zone. First free throw off the mark for Jules. The second one on the way. Back iron, no good again. So free throw line again, none too friendly for either team. Score remains 9-3, down to 3 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Jump pass from Hill, back around the perimeter. Laurel's going to try to set up the offense. They've had trouble against this really extended zone. And here's a volleyball line three, and Poncha says, all right, I'll take it. For three, that one could be worth 4. She was on the volleyball line. Let's see if that's just the spark that Laurel needs. After trailing 9-0, they put up 6 straight. Tough inbounds location. Shea Bailey able to get it in to Jules. Gives it up to senior sister Renee. And now they'll go and try to attack the Laurel 2-3 defense. Renee goes right down Broadway. No good. Gets her own rebound off the mark on the putback. Fortuna rebounds. Pontius, fancy dribbling. Gets into the lane. Little floater off the mark. No good. Jules gets her third rebound of the first quarter. There's definitely gaps for both of these teams defensively. Cross-court pass poked away by Hill, but unable to keep it in bounds. Possession will stay with the Lady Bulldogs, and we'll see our first substitute, Bella Clank, another senior, coming in. And there you go right there. When you have 6 seniors on the roster for Freedom, just 1 for Laurel. This Freedom team who started off 2-3 and been red hot ever since. Now winning 10 of their last 11 games. Losing the ball in the corner there was Clank, able to get it back out to Jules Moorbacher. Ratsey checked out, that was Renee. She drives, gets it to the short corner. Shot off the mark, no good. Long rebound corralled by Hill. Trying to go coast to coast. Good jump stop. And then tries to put it up. Lost it. Good hands by Shea Bailey to knock it away. And before it's poked away again, it's going to be a timeout called from the bench by Coach Karcher. It'll be a 30-second Pontius Insurance timeout. Teams will go to the sideline, listen to their coach, discuss their needs. Well, that's what you get at Pontius Insurance as well. Visit them online, pontiusinsurance.com. Some of the other games going on. Elwood City hosting North Catholic. That game was moved up to today as well. Mohawk hosting Riverside. Did not get confirmation whether that game was also part of the move-up fashion. Other games across the county. Wilmington and Union scheduled girls-boys doubleheader. 6 o'clock for the girls, 7:30 for the boys. The other girls' game scheduled for tomorrow. And again, not sure if any of these also may have been pushed up 24 hours. Central Valley at Newcastle, Shenango at Olsh, and Neshannock at Beaver Falls. This Freedom squad, by the way, ranked number 4 in Class 3A's rankings, according to the latest Trib Live High School Sports Network rankings. North Catholic, the top team in the section, and the top team in the classification, according to Trib. Freedom gets it into the quarter. That's Renee Moorbacher now. Kills the dribble, goes high post, finds an open Gorajewski, and she's going to be ripped away. Poked into the hands of Tori Atkins, who just checked in. So there's still an Atkins out there on the court. Sadly, again, if you're just joining in, torn ACL, the diagnosis for Reagan. Return pass in the corner, three-pointer off the mark. 4th rebound for Fortuna there off of the Bailey miss. Pontius will get it up to Ruperto. And Laurel's going to have a tough time getting it. Barely do get across the timeline. Tori Atkins, who played most of the JV game. JV game went into overtime, a Laurel victory. Lucia Lombardo, left wing 3, partially blocked, no good. Rebound coming out for Freedom. What a play there by Renee Moorbacher on her back, able to get the pass off over the shoulder. And the pass down low to Jules, though, a little low. It's going to lead to a held ball, and it'll come back out for the Spartans. Nifty play there for Renee, but it'll just flip the arrow and give the possession back to Laurel. Under a minute to play, first quarter. Freedom with the first 9, Laurel with the next 6. Very extended Freedom zone. Left wing for Tori Atkins. Atkins back out, top of the key now. Pontius, high post to Lucia. She looks to drive baseline, poked away by the long arms of Jules Moorbacher. And the Moorbacher sisters with 38 combined points in the first game. Inbounds goes to Lucia Lombardo. Pump, drive, kick it back out. Fortuna thought about it, gets into the lane. Good jump stop, off the mark, no good. Tori Atkins, offensive rebound. Kicks it back out. Pontius steps in. Extra pass around the perimeter. Lucia Lombardo for 3. Banked it in. Banks are open. We tie it up. A 9-0 run right back. And now Lombardo's going to get a steal from behind. Takes a look at the clock. Sees 3 seconds. Gives to Atkins. She'll take one at the buzzer. Off the mark. No good. And that's how the first quarter will come to an end. A rough start for the Spartans, but a good response. We're tied at 9 at the end of quarter number 1. We'll take a break. Be back in a moment. It's high school basketball on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP. For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $25 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and or all therapies necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between, let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
For more than 120 years, people have relied on Martindale Hubbell's preeminent rating to select their attorneys. If you've been involved in an automobile accident, you should do the same. At LGKG, we have been preeminently rated for over 40 years.
Tied at 9 as we start quarter number 2. An impressive response for Laurel as they trailed 9-0 and then get 9 straight in response. 3s from Lucia Lombardo and Daniel Pontius to help work that comeback. Here's a tough shot in the lane. No good there for Shea Bailey. Pontius trying to come the other way and beat the zone. A good hustle play back defensively for Freedom. They scored the first 9 of this game. In the lane goes Fortuna, kicks it out for a Pontius 3. Back iron, no good. And a strong rebound defensively there for Jules Moorbacher. Bailey's shot partially blocked. Renee able to get it. Gets it back out to Clank. And back out, and Lombardo gets a finger on that as it'll go out of bounds. Mind you, coming up after the game, we'll announce our LCAP player of the game. Lawrence County Community Action Partnership dedicated to enhancing the quality of life across Lawrence County. Visit them online, lccap.org. Dribble drive, getting into the lane. Tough play for Jules. Scoop shot is going to go a little short, but she was tripped up, and she'll get to go to the free throw line. I'm going to call that on Josie Fortuna. And that's her second. She has both, and it's a limited bench right now for Laurel, especially with the Atkins injury. They will bring Jonna Hill back in. First free throw off the mark. Second one on the way, and that one rattles home. Jules now 1 of 4 from the line, gives Freedom the lead back here early in the second quarter. Atkins back to Pontius. They work it deep around the perimeter at the volleyball line. Pontius already hit one from there. Pass goes to high post, and these long arms of Freedom just wrecking all sorts of havoc. Renee Moorbacher got her hands on that one. Finds Bailey open right wing, three-pointer on the way, rattles around, no good. Another offensive rebound, controlling the boards is Renee Moorbacher there, and she gets her first points of the evening. First field goal in almost 6 minutes of game time for Freedom. Lombardo, right wing. Will get it back out, and Pontius will try to set up the offense. Go high post to Hill. Swings it around. Tori Atkins for three. Rattles and short. No good. Atkins follows the shot. Gets it. She's tripped up. Body's flying. And we're going to have a whistle and a travel violation called on Laurel. Oh, no. It called on Freedom. So Pontius will inbound. Straight to Hill. Thought about a deep three. Again, the long arms of Freedom just really collapsing quickly. Ruperto back out all the way to midcourt. Lombardo able to get around the defender, get into the lane, into the quarter. Atkins, extra pass back out. Now Hill will take one from the top of the key, and that one rattles no good. A shot's not falling from downtown right now for the Spartans. They hit 7 the first time these two teams played. Bailey going to take another one. No good. Long rebound, and Bailey fighting for it, and she's going to get it. Bailey 1 of 5 from downtown. Here's one well off the mark from Renee Moorbacher. And on the rebound, we're going to have a jump ball. Possession will go over to the Spartans. Approaching the midway point of this second quarter and battle for second place here in section play. High post, Hill, good ball movement. Atkins gets the defense moving to Pontius. Plays catch now with Lombardo. Good skip pass over to Atkins. Pass towards the corner, deflected, knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Laurel as Gorajewski able to get her hands on that one. You can tell what Freedom's doing with that length. Really extending, really forcing a good perimeter team to go well beyond their range. And Pontius almost nailed another one from the volleyball line. Atkins gets her third offensive rebound, but it's stolen away from her by Bailey up ahead from Moorbacher, and she'll get the right-handed lay-in, but again, one that just does not want to fall. Coming the other way, Hill in transition. Hers doesn't go either. Another Atkins rebound, but it's ripped away from her. It'll go over to the Bulldogs. Both teams on both ends with layups that just don't want to get their way down. New player just checked in is Riley Tokar. Short corner, well off the mark. Tokar, though, gets that offensive rebound. Her pass is going to be stolen away. Ball on the ground. Kicked back out. Bailey's going to corral it and try to calm the troops. High post. Renee right back to Jules. Spin move into lane. Wild shot. Looked like a soccer throw-in. Off the mark, no good, but Laurel's the last to touch it. Sloppy play here in this first half. Another deep three off the mark. 1 of 6 now is Bailey, but again, she tracks down an offensive rebound on her own miss. Renee Moorbacher gets the call from Coach Kircher. Gets to the foul line, back out to Bailey. Over to Jules. Back to Bailey. Left open. Can't get it to go. And ball's going to go out of bounds. Actually, no, it's going to be saved by Atkins. And that's going to lead to Hill breaking up the court. Loses it, gets it back. Back out to Atkins, to Pontius. Thought about a three, passes it, gets into the lane. High off the glass, no good. Asking for a foul. She got hit hard on the arm, she thought. None given. Officials letting them play. Jules Moorbacher unofficially with 7 rebounds now. And now with about 3 minutes to play, looks like Fortuna ready to check back in for Laurel with those 2 fouls. Good ball movement. Another Bailey 3 coming, and it rattles short, no good. Offensive rebound, put back, and going down hard was Jules Moorbacher as she kind of got undercut. Now to go along with 8 rebounds, Moorbacher also with free throw attempts number 5 and 6 coming. Neither team near the red zone bonus, though. 3 team fouls on Laurel, 2 on Freedom. First one on the way, rattles home. Both free throws are good. Jules now with 5. Lead up to 5. Laurel has not scored here in the quarter. Skip pass to Hill. Goes back to Lombardo. High post. Fortuna, good ball movement, but again, another deflected pass from the long arms of Moorbacher. Gets the steal, gets the return pass, and gets the layup. Game of runs. Freedom started a 9-0 run. Laurel a 9-0 run in response, and now a 7-0 run for Freedom. Foul line, jumper, partially blocked. Jules gets her hand on it. Hill took a little too long to get the shot off. Right wing 3 again for Bailey. Back iron, no good. She gets her own rebound yet again. That's her 4th offensive rebound. Another 3-pointer, this time for Jules, no good. And Fortuna's going to drag the rebound. And lost out of bounds as Jules knocks it away. Heard the Moorbacher name on the soccer pitch. They're getting the job done here on the hardwood as well, as we see Grace White check in. Under 2 minutes to play, first half. Laurel trying to work around the perimeter, trying to find openings in the middle. Not much because that defense just collapses in a hurry. Lombardo return pass. Deflected pass, ends up getting to Fortuna, and she's going to muscle her way up for her first points. Big basket there for Laurel, ending a long scoring drought. Nearly 7 minutes without a bucket. Cuts that lead down to 5. Keeps it within striking distance. White goes high post. Renee Moorbacher left alone. She takes the shot, no good. Fortuna rebounds. Laurel needs to look to push any chance they can. Good crossover. Left alone is Pontius, off the mark. Atkins gets the offensive rebound. She's got 4 offensive rebounds. Drive in this time, off the mark for Fortuna. But I like that. Use some dribble penetration and get to the lane and force at least some free throws to come. Jules Moorbacher picking up her first on that one. Fortuna free throw off the mark. 1 of 7 from the charity stripe right now is Laurel. 3 of 6 for Freedom, all taken by Moorbacher. Second free throw off the mark as well. Less than a minute to play. Here come the Bulldogs with the 5-point advantage. Moorbacher back to White. White, baseball pass over to Bailey. Freedom's going to try to waste as much of this final 30 seconds as they can now. Goes to the high post. White right back out to Jules. Jules Moorbacher. Tried to get it to Bailey. Almost stolen away. Lombardo tried to read it. To the high post, Renee. Back out to White. Passed on a 3. Drives in. Over to Bailey. Down to 10 seconds left. Now a 3-pointer taken by White. Off the mark, no good. Offensive rebound. Put back for Renee. It's in. And a whistle. And now we're going to have a discussion. I think they said that Laurel went over the... As they said, Laurel went over on the inbounds. Missed that, and there'll be a quick shot, and it'll be deflected and out of bounds. for the end of the first half. A good start for the Freedom Bulldogs. They lead 19-11 as they outscore Laurel 9-2 in that second quarter. A good defensive effort from both teams. A 7-point advantage for Freedom. We'll be back in a moment on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
You could be at risk for symptoms that cause unhealthy ailments and higher utility bills. The Weatherization Assistance Program is the key to reducing utility costs and increasing comfort in your home. Services include an in-home energy audit to inspect your furnace and hot water tank, check for air sealing around windows and doors, and ensure adequate insulation and ventilation. Learn more at lcap.org or call the Department of Healthy Homes to get your checkup today.
When the high school season heats up, make sure you have the best gear to support your school. Head to the Red Zone on Wilmington Road in the Shannon for all your county sporting apparel needs. From sporting goods to custom apparel to embroidery and more, the Red Zone has it all. Quality gear for all 8 schools in the County of Champions. Stop by and enter the Red Zone or visit them online at theredzonesports.com. Score big at the Red Zone.
For more than 120 years, people have been relying upon Martindale Hubbell's AV Preeminent Rating to select their attorneys. If you're involved in a workers' compensation situation, you should do the same. LGKG has been AV rated for over 40 years.
Whether you're hosting a big party, it's family dinner night, or you just need a place to go and watch the big game, the Crane Room Grill is the place to be. Need that something special for your upcoming event? Ask about the CR Brewing Company's custom brewing options to give your big day that personalized touch that your guests will never forget. Visit craneroom.com to see their full menu, or call in your takeout order now at 724-656-1553. The Crane Room Grill and CR Brewing Company, a winning combination.
Wherever you're going, Axe can get you there. The bowling alley, beauty salon, and even the library. Axe can get you there safely. The grocery store, the pharmacy, and the bank. Axe can get you there comfortably. Going to work, visiting a friend, or just to relax at the park. Axe can get you there affordably. Axe is here to get you there safely, comfortably, and affordably. Choose Axe as your driving service and give us a call to schedule a ride.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $25 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and or all therapies necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between, let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
Has your child's early education slowed down or even paused due to the pandemic? This is crucial time you can't get back. LCAP can keep your little learner on track for success. We have options for working and non-working parents with in-person childcare and age-appropriate virtual learning to keep them busy and engaged. Parents, don't hit pause on early learning. Lawrence County Community Action Partnership can jumpstart their future. Learn more at lcap.org.
To 11. Freedom leading Laurel here at the halftime break. Freedom with 9 points in each quarter. Laurel with 9 in the first, 2 in the second. And it's been a game of runs. A 9-0 run in the first 3.5 minutes for Freedom. A 9-0 run in response. A great response from Laurel to tie it at the end of the first quarter, but then basically all Freedom in quarter number 2. And leading this 18-11 lead. 7 for Shea Bailey all in the first quarter, 6 for Renee Moorbacher all in the second quarter, 5 for Jules Moorbacher, including 3 of 6 from the charity stripe. She also unofficially has 8 rebounds in the first half. For Laurel, Daniel Pontius 4 points to lead the way, 3 for Lucia Lombardo, and 2 points each, I should say, for Josie Fortuna and Jonna Hill at the halftime break. And, you know, it is incredible because Tori Atkins, obviously a very good player, not always the leading scorer. In fact, when they played the first time, she was scoring option number 4. I'd say number 5, on the team. But when losing just one player, how much that can affect the flow of an offense. And just, again, experience. This group of juniors especially who has played together as a team since elementary school, most of them being starters or getting playing time since their freshman year here at the varsity level. It is incredible how much that difference can make. Also got to throw in Reese Bintram, who is a big part of those teams, focusing on volleyball. She's a great volleyball player, decided to focus on volleyball here her junior year, so she's not on the team either. That's 2 very quality scorers that Laurel is definitely missing here at the moment. And credit to everybody who's made their way in. Tori Atkins getting some good minutes. Maddie Hill has been playing in there. George Jellyman as well. They've gotten their minutes. They've played well. Practice has looked good, but right now they just need to find something different to go against this very active, wide, long-armed zone that Freedom has out there. Because that 2-3 zone that extends so far, really the most quality looks have actually been Pontius taking it from the volleyball line and taking it with authority. She's made 1 of 3 from downtown, 2 shots from that line, and one of them, the one that didn't go in, was down and out. So need to find more ways to get into the lane if you're Laurel. On the other end for Freedom, Shea Bailey, unofficially I have it 1 of 9 from downtown. She's getting good looks. They're just not falling. The sophomore, one of the main scoring threats, but then you got the Moorbachers with the other 11 points. That's it. If Laurel can find a way to really shut down those 3, can someone else on this Bulldog squad step up and make the offensive plays? But right now, it's about the Laurel offense needing to find a way against this stymieing Freedom Bulldogs defense. It's the halftime show. We're going to take another timeout, come back with second half action here from Laurel High School. It's the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
People have been relying upon Martindale Hubbell's AV preeminent rating to select their attorneys. If you're involved in a workers' compensation situation, you should do the same. LGKG has been AV rated for over 40 years.
When the high school season heats up, make sure you have the best gear to support your school. Head to the Red Zone on Wilmington Road in the Shannock for all your county sporting apparel needs. From sporting goods to custom apparel to embroidery and more, the Red Zone has it all. Quality gear for all 8 schools in the County of Champions. Stop by and enter the Red Zone or visit them online at theredzonesports.com. Score big at the Red Zone.
Just like going to the doctor, our homes need a checkup too. If your home is not properly weatherized, you could be at risk for symptoms that cause unhealthy ailments and higher utility bills. The Weatherization Assistance Program is the key to reducing utility costs and increasing comfort in your home. Services include an in-home energy audit to inspect your furnace and hot water tank, check for air sealing around windows and doors, and ensure adequate insulation and ventilation. Learn more at lcap.org or call the Department of Healthy Homes to get your checkup today.
Whether you're hosting a big party, it's family dinner night, or you just need a place to go and watch the big game, the Crane Room Grill is the place to be. Need that something special for your upcoming event? Ask about the CR Brewing Company's custom brewing options to give your big day that personalized touch that your guests will never forget. Visit craneroom.com to see their full menu, or call in your takeout order now at 724-656-1553. The Crane Room Grill and CR Brewing Company, a winning combination.
When a team needs to discuss their next move in a big game, Coach calls a timeout. When you need to discuss your next move after your latest life endeavor, let Pontius Insurance be your coach. At Pontius Insurance, how we serve you is as important as the insurance we provide. Protecting those you love, the business you built, and the things you've earned. That's our job. At Pontius Insurance online at pontiusinsurance.com.
I think the key to any attorney-client relationship is trust. My father told me a long time ago, the definition of personal integrity is really simple. Do what you say you're going to do. At LGKG, we've been doing that for over 80 years.
Back here from Laurel High School, second half about to get underway here on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP. Laurel trailing 18-11, but they will get first possession here to start the second half. Want to again take a look at our out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by the Crane Room Grill. Grab a seat at the bar, dining room, the loft, or outside on the patio. Well, maybe not tonight, or not this week, but there is plenty of room at the Crane Room. Stop by before or after the game and visit them at craneroom.com. North Catholic at Elwood moved up to today. Riverside at Mohawk also scheduled for tomorrow. Not sure what happened with that one. Wilmington at Union in a boys girls doubleheader definitely going on here tonight as well. We'll see what Laurel starts this second half with some adjustments. They're going to put Jonna Hill at the high post now. She drives, kicks it out. Back to Lombardo. Well defensed by Freedom. Lombardo will set back up the offense. Goes left wing. Fortuna left open. Looks to drive baseline. Double team. Splits that double team. Goes right to the block and is going to get it up and in. There you go. Drive the lane and try to work some inside magic. And also think a good call here, trying to get you into that full court pressure. And try to force some turnovers. Only 4 turnovers in the first half for Freedom, but good ball movement around to the Moorbachers. Here comes the 10th attempt for Bailey from downtown, off the mark. Offensive rebound, though, again for Renee Moorbacher. She's got 4 in this game, just on the offensive glass. And she Euro steps in the lane, drops it off to Jules. Shot no good. She gets an offensive rebound and an and one. Kendra Raperto is going to get the foul, her first, team's first here of the second half. And Jules completes the three-point play. She's making a living at the free throw line, 4 of 7 now from the stripe. Lombardo. Good ball movement, high post. Now over to Fortuna. She drives in again. Kicks it back out to Lombardo. Goes through her hands, able to get it back. Good save there. And now Pontius works it around. Hill drives in. Good Euro step, and she gets hammered. Hill will get a trip to the free throw line, and it's not been a great day at the line, to say the very least, for Laurel. 1 of 7 in that first half. They get 1 of 8 now. One of 9. Just not their day from the charity stripe. Good pass down low, off the window and in for Gordziewski's first points. And right now it's just a dominating effort on the defensive end for Freedom. Hill drives in, goes short corner. That's Raperto back out to Fortuna. She drives in. I think we're going to have a whistle on the floor, they're going to say. First on Olivia Evans. Team second of the second half. 10-point advantage, largest of the game for Freedom. Top of the key 3 is left alone was Hill. No good on the shot, and big, strong rebound for Evans. With possession, trying to drive in. Renee Moorbacher goes short corner. Now back out to Bailey. Pass only stolen away. Now it is stolen away. Lucia Lombardo's gotten her hands on plenty of passes. Finds a trailer, and Fortuna jump stop at the block. Blocked away, though, by Bailey. After the steal, now going the other way, and a whistle and player control foul is holding her ground was Jonna Hill. Renee Moorbacher is going to none too pleased about it. As Fortuna has to check out, it looks like she may have gotten popped in the mouth. I think understandably, though, Coach Kircher a little unsure about the call when no one went down. Really not a lot of contact, but holding her ground was Hill, and she will get the charge as a result. First on Moorbacher, by the way. Right wing three, and Lucia knocks her second one down. Big shot there. Try to get something sparked for Laurel. Drive, dish, and Moorbacher off the mark. Not on the same page with Jules. Back-to-back turnovers for Freedom, and you feel like these next couple possessions are going to be big offensively now for Laurel. Just over 5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Battle for second place here in Section 1. Atkins, back top of the key. Now to Atkins. Then well read there. Moorbacher saw it coming the whole way. She's going to get the steal. Can't get the shot, but nobody else back. And Bailey's going to get an easy putback. Timeout called by Freedom. 30-second Pontius Insurance timeout. Again, thanks to our friends at Pontius Insurance for all they do for us here on the Lawrence County SportsNet and all they can do for you. Visit them online, pontiusinsurance.com. Remind you, coming up after the game, we'll also have our Maley Chiropractic play of the game. All high school student athletes during their sports season. $25 for a visit to their office. That includes an adjustment and all therapies necessary. For full details, visit them online at maleychiropractic.com. That's M-A-H-L-E chiropractic.com. Let Maley Chiropractic keep you in the game. 25-16 the score. 4:44 on the clock. Laurel's going to bring out Lombardo, Ruperto, Atkins, Hill, and Pontius. Freedom countering with the Moorbachers, Olivia Evans, Gorajewski, and Shea Bailey, the starting five for Freedom. Fortuna making her way back out of the locker room. It's like might have some gauze in the mouth that she's now ready to get back in there after taking a pop in the face. Lombardo, Pontius, good ball movement, left wing for Atkins to Lombardo. High post, Hill turns, faces, runs right into Moorbacher. Hefty contact, no whistle there, and then they're going to get a reach in against Lombardo for her first. Could have called that one either way on a blocker charge, no whistle there. Turnover, and Freedom gets the possession. That's the second on Lombardo. Full court pressure. Jules able to get it across the timeline. Gorajewski, double teamed right in front of her bench, able to get it to the corner. Jules gets it back. She'll take one off the window and put it in. First player in double figures tonight. Largest lead of the game. 27 now on the board. High post, Hill to Atkins. Her three-pointer, can't get it off in time. Again, great recovery by the top of this 2-3 zone defense as Bailey swatted it into the third row. Lombardo gives it to Atkins. Lucia drives in. Ruperto passed on the three. Pontius working it back around the perimeter. Atkins gets tripped up by Moorbacher, and that'll be three on her. I thought I saw three before. Excuse me. Only her second. Only her second. Team's fourth as another deep three from Pontius can't find its way down. 2 of 5 from downtown is Pontius. It remains an 11-point Freedom advantage. Renee Moorbacher gets it at the elbow, kicks it back out to Bailey. Freedom content to run a little clock here and try to shorten this game. 11-point lead with 3 minutes remaining in the third. In the corner, Bailey open for three. Short, no good. Pontius gets the rebound. Pontius gives it to Lucia. Passes on the three, gets into the lane with a floater. Off the mark, good defense down low by Gorajewski. Jules Moorbacher now a double-double. 10 points, 10 rebounds. Backing her way in was Moorbacher. May have given a little shot to the face of Lombardo. Nothing called there. Backside rebound off the air ball. We're going to have a whistle and a held ball. It'll stay with Freedom. Coming up after the game, our Tri-County Principals post-game show. Take a final look at the scoring recap and hand out those Play and Player of the Game awards. Moorbacher drives baseline, tough shot up over Atkins, no good, and will whistle and a foul on the rebound. And it's going to go against Renee Moorbacher. So that now will be her third. Does Laurel have an answer? Atkins, Lombardo. Hill now with possession. Drives in, gives it to Lombardo. 3 ball on the way. Too strong, no good. Atkins flying in there for the rebound, but she stepped on the end line and she grabbed it. Possession over to Freedom. A new player coming into the contest is Grace White. Second time we've seen her tonight. It'll get Moorbacher off the court. Still talking to herself. Inbounds pass stolen away. Shauna Hill able to get it, and then Moorbacher got her on the arm. Jules Moorbacher will pick up her second. That'll be team's foul number 6. So Laurel is shooting free throws the rest of the way now. Pass deflected out of bounds by Bailey. Lombardo's got to inbound again. She'll get the return pass immediately on the wing. Skips it over to Atkins. Hill pumps, drives, tried to bounce pass. Ruperto wasn't ready for it. Stolen away there by Olivia Evans. She skips it over to White. Backs it back out over to Bailey. Content to run some clock. Just over 90 seconds remaining out in this third quarter. Long scoring droughts have plagued Laurel here tonight, and again, it's not looking the same. With some missing bodies out there. Drive in, kick to the corner. Jules Moorbacher gets into the lane. Nice Euro step, but off the mark, no good. Rebound for Ruperto. Her outlet pass, though, well read by Bailey. She's going to get the and one. And right now, just some stunned faces for Laurel, unable to figure out what to do. 3-point play completed. Bailey now with 12. Pontius. Skip pass now to Atkins in the corner. She drives baseline, goes up against Moorbacher, and we're going to whistle in a foul. Pretty clear up top, but got it on the body. Moorbacher's third. So the freshman at the line, back iron no good. Free throws. One of 10. Riley Tokar will check back in, as Jules and Renee, each with 3 fouls, will sit the final 60 seconds. Tori Atkins gets her first point. She splits the pair of free throws. Still a 13-point lead, and Bailey's going to get a whistle, and then what foul is going to be called here, I believe, on Lombardo with a push from behind. It was on Lucia Lombardo. Waiting for a call, but they were looking at the wrong official. Now we got it. Third foul on Lombardo. 4th foul against Laurel in the second half. Bailey, crossover dribble, gets inside the arc. Going to take a little 16-foot jumper off the mark, no good. Put back, somehow finds its way down. Gorajewski, great rebound. Hung on the rim, and it fell. Largest lead of the night, now at 15 for Freedom. Lombardo, Pontius, pumps, drives, kicks it back out. Good ball movement here from Laurel. They'll get it back to Pontius. Extra pass to Atkins in the corner. Well closed out there by Bailey. Pass back out to center court is going to be stolen away by Grace White. Going in transition, jump stop, kicks it back out. Layup is good for Riley Tokar. Timeout with 9 seconds remaining in the quarter called by Laurel. This Pontius Insurance timeout, and it's going to be a 30-second timeout. Each team with 3 timeouts remaining, but now doubling up. The Spartans, 34-17, is Freedom. Again, coming up after the game during our Tri-County Principals post-game show, we'll announce the LCAP player of the game. Lawrence County Community Action Partnership, dedicated to enhancing the quality of life within Lawrence County by eliminating and preventing causes and effects of poverty by directing resources to assist, educate, and promote self-sufficiency. Find out how you can assist and get more information at lcap.org. That's LCCAP.org. North Catholic number 1, Avonworth number 2, Waynesburg 3, Freedom 4, and South Park 5, your top 5 in Class 3A's rankings according to the Trib Live. Laurel, one final chance, 3 seconds left. Ponch is going to have to take a step back from the volleyball line, just short, no good. And that's how quarter number 3 comes to an end. A big one for Freedom as they outscore Laurel 16-6. We'll have the fourth quarter when we return on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP. For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet, but more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $25 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and or all therapies necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between, let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
For more than 120 years, people have relied on Martindale-Hubbell's preeminent rating to select their attorneys. If you've been involved in an automobile accident, you should do the same. At LGKG, we have been preeminently rated for over 40 years.
34-17 against this talented Freedom team in battle for second place in Section 1 of Class 3A. Into the quarter, Ruperto trying to get some space, gets it out to Hill. Starting 5 out there, driving in, Hill kicks it out to Pontius, extra pass to the corner, almost too unselfish. Thought Pontius had an open lane. Her pass stolen away, but Lombardo's going to get it right back. Pontius looks to drive, back out. Maybe getting away with a push off there, and then a whistle and a foul against Freedom on the arm. And that's going to be the 7th foul, so Laurel will enter the red zone bonus. Riley Tokar, the foul, her first. And Laurel has entered the red zone bonus. Stop by the red zone on Wilmington Road for all of your county sporting apparel needs. Embroidery, custom apparel, sporting goods, and more. Score big at the red zone. Fortuna able to get the first, get the bonus. Second one on the way, short, no good. Rebound corralled by Bailey. Her 6th rebound, but the first on the defensive glass here tonight. Freedom with possession. Shea Bailey, game high 12 points. Pass down low to Gorajewski, and it's unable to be corralled. It goes off of her leg and out of bounds. And now we're going to see Jules and Renee Moorbacher check back in. 7:09 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Right now, if you're Laurel, got to be thinking triple penetration. Try to draw the 4th foul on one of those players. Drive in, pump, out, and a blocking foul there. So it's not going to go against either Renee or Jules Moorbacher, but it will be the 3rd on Gorajewski. So Fortuna will again go to the line for the red zone bonus. 9th team foul against Freedom. First one in and out, though, no good, missing the front end. Moorbacher cross-court pass is going to go high and into the bench. And Lombardo, as she went in to try to knock that ball away, looked like she may be favoring the shoulder. Lombardo's going to get the inbounds pass, give it to Pontius. Just under 7 minutes to play. Pontius, good crossover. Lombardo trying to direct some traffic. Moorbacher's on the top of this zone. Again, long arms to have to deal with, and we're going to have a whistle and out of bounds. But I think before out of bounds, I think they're going to say pushed out of bounds. 2-5, Olivia Evans gets the foul, and then I think I'm going to agree with Coach Karcher on that one. I thought she might have been out of bounds before any contact happened. First free throw is good. Double bonus now, as Raputo gets her first points of the night. Second one on the way is good as well. After some misses early, Laurel trying to chip away from the line. Cuts the lead down to 14. Backing away is Renee. She'll get the return pass now from Bailey. Laurel switching into the man-to-man. Moorbacher running the weave now with Jules. Back to Bailey. Gets the screen for one more. Bacher tries to get to the other. I think we're going to get a foul against Fortuna. Her third, team's fifth. And how long before this becomes a free throw shooting contest? And there's a foul there. I think Laurel's doing exactly that. I think they're try to extend this game. Hill with her first. Team 6. Renee to the line, to the lane, off the mark. Jules, another putback. So Laurel across the timeline, now down by 16. Jules Moorbacher, 12 points, 11 rebounds. And now a steal for Bailey and a whistle from a foul on Lombardo. Her fourth. Bailey sliding into second base after getting that steal. And now she'll go to the line as Freedom has entered the Red Zone bonus. TheRedZoneSports.com. Search for them on Facebook. Lots of great stuff thanks to Mark Kaiser, Andrea Kaiser, all that they do for us and all they do for the entire county. Bailey makes the first. Bonus free throw on the way is good as well. She's 3 of 3 from the line. Lombardo trying to direct some traffic. Laurel's looking a little disheveled. She gets into the lane and losing her footing is Fortuna, and she'll get called for the traveling violation. Unofficially, 15 turnovers now for Laurel, 8 for Freedom. Just over 5 minutes remaining. All Freedom here tonight. They have not trailed, 38-20. High screen and going right into Fortuna, and drawing the foul is Bailey. As Fortuna just not in the proper position. So 1-1. Fortuna checks out with her fourth foul as asked for clarification as she walked off the court. Free throw up and good. Now 4 of 4 from the line is Bailey. Second free throw splashes home as well. (40-20), all Freedom here tonight. Pass down low, good curl cut, good find. 2-point bucket for Pontius. Kind of ball movement like to see a little more of here from Laurel. So a big hole to climb out of now. Good drive from Moorbacher. Looked like it went off of a defender's leg right back to her and put it in. Renee Moorbacher now with 8. Hill, little floater from the line, short, no good. Rebound there for Gorajewski. Held ball, it'll stay with Freedom possession. Laurel will put on the full court pressure. And Bailey able to get it inbound. Renee Moorbacher will let everyone clear out. Spin move, Renee gets right to the rack. Can't get it to fall, though, and somehow gets her own rebound out of it. Bailey thought about a 3, whistle, and we're going to get Lucia Lombardo picking up her 5th with 4:03 remaining as she's going to get called for the block. Lombardo will foul out with 6 points on the night. And we'll see. Checking back in for is Josie Fortuna. Shea Bailey shows she's human. Her first miss from the charity stripe tonight. Misses the front end. Laurel needs to score in a hurry. Atkins in the corner. And whistle and getting her on the arm there is Gorajewski for her 4th. Now 2 free throws coming for the freshman, Tori Atkins. I'll give a shout out to the Laurel wrestling team competing in WPIAL playoffs here today. They're down against Knock and winner immediately after taking on Quaker Valley. Atkins splits the pair. She's got 2, both from the line. .345 remaining. Freedom looking to now go to a 7-2 record and win what would be their 12th of the last 13 games. Whistle and shuffling the feet down low was Moorbacher for the travel. While you have a moment, we also want to give a big shout out to the Laurel and the Shannon competitive cheerleading programs for what they've done this season. Laurel WPIAL champions, no deductions in the WPIAL championship, no deductions in the first round of the states. They make it to the finals. But then one fall with basically the last 3 seconds of their routine. And that deduction cost them a medal at states. Steele going the other way. Moorbacher gets hit. No good on the shot. Bailey's going to get the putback. Bailey gets another steal. She'll get the return pass, and she'll put it up off the mark. Good defense there from Lombardo, and then Jules is going to hammer her on the arm for her 4th foul. And all the coach is asking, Coach Garcher just keeps saying, don't foul. So right now, that's about the only way Laurel's getting buckets. First one up and good for Pontius. Yeah, Laurel with 4 twos, 3 threes. And that's it from the field, the rest from the line. Pontius now with 8 to lead Laurel. Going the other way, Bailey right to the hoop, and good defense position again. And a whistle going over the back is Evans. And Coach Kircher, again, just kind of, he's now taking his seat. That's the 6th rebound for Tori Atkins. Free throw rattles home. Laurel still fighting. Big mountain still to climb, though. Both are good. Renee Moorbacher able to get around 1, 2, 3 defenders. Euro step into the lane, and she's hit hard on the way up. And that's going to be the 5th against Josie Fortuna. So Fortuna will foul out with 5 points. And we'll see Georgia Jellyman check in. First trip to the line for Renee Moorbacher, and she gets the first to go. Renee looking to be the third Lady Bulldog into double figures here tonight. And she does. Pontius across the timeline. Gets around a couple defenders, loses it, gets it back, puts it up with the left hand, off the mark, no good. Another rebound from Moorbacher. Time winding down. Freedom. Just a couple minutes away from securing their spot as the number 2 team here in the section. Ball knocked out of bounds, poked away by Ruperto right into Coach Karcher's hands, who puts it right into the hands of our officials. Moorbacher gets the screen from her sister Jules, but it's poked out of bounds. And the inbounds pass going right to the hoop. Georgia Jellyman able to strip it away, but then from her knee, she's able to get it right back as it ends up right into Renee's hands again. Jules now with possession, guarded by Jonna Hill. Hesitates, gets around her momentarily, and wisely just going to try to waste some clock. Ball on the ground, though, knocked away by Pontius, and then knocked away right back by Renee. And we're going to have a timeout called by Freedom. Another Pontius Insurance timeout. We'll take a quick break here as well on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Wherever you're going, Axe can get you there. The bowling alley, beauty salon, and even the library. Axe can get you there safely. The grocery store, the pharmacy, and the bank. Axe can get you there comfortably. Going to work, visiting a friend, or just to relax at the park. Axe can get you there affordably. Axe is here to get you there safely, comfortably, and affordably. Choose Axe as your driving service and give us a call to schedule a ride.
Just like going to the doctor, our homes need a checkup too. If your home is not properly weatherized, you could be at risk for symptoms that cause unhealthy ailments and higher utility bills. The Weatherization Assistance Program is the key to reducing utility costs and increasing comfort in your home. Services include an in-home energy audit to inspect your furnace and hot water tank, check for air sealing around windows and doors, and ensure adequate insulation and ventilation. Learn more at lcap.org or call the Department of Healthy Homes to get your checkup today.
I think the key to any attorney-client relationship is trust. My father told me a long time ago, the definition of personal integrity is really simple. Do what you say you're going to do. At LGKG, we've been doing that for over 80 years.
It's been all Lady Bulldogs today in this battle for second place in section action. Minute and a half to play, and Freedom's going to try to run off as much as they can of this clock. Shea Bailey, 18 points. Drives in, try to make it 20 off the mark on that one. Rebound coming the other way. Some new faces in for the Laurel Spartans. That was Maylee Hill. And we have a whistle and a foul. That'll send Jonna Hill to the free throw line. Shea Bailey's second. Jonna Hill makes the first. She'll take the second. Laurel will fall here to 5-4 in section play. Freedom to 6-3. Laurel coming up. A rough last week, to say the very least. At Riverside, at Mohawk, and then 2 days later, home against Mohawk. That's a makeup from the contest snowed out. I'm already into baseball season. Snowed out on Martin Luther King Day Backdoor pass into traffic, and Shea Bailey diving on the court, still playing hard for Freedom, but it will be a turnover back to Laurel with just over a minute to play. Freedom's going to call in Pontius Insurance timeout. Some confusion down on the court. I think they're going to get some new faces into the game here with just a minute to play. We'll keep it right here. Freedom coming up in their final week here on the stretch run, also with 3 games. Elwood City, hard-fighting Wolverines team, at Freedom on Monday, then traveling to Riverside on Tuesday before finishing section play at Beaver Falls on Thursday. So each team with 3 section games remaining here on the slate. North Catholic 9-0. Freedom will move to 7-2. Laurel at 5-4, right there in that logjam with Elwood City and Mohawk. I have a feeling we'll be out there for one, if not both of those games between the Spartans and the Warriors next week here on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP. Pass in the corner, working around the perimeter. Maylee Hill gives it over to Atkins. Atkins now to Emma Jones. Emma Jones over back to Maylee Hill. Ruperto into Jellyman around the perimeter. Left wing 3 ball from Maylee Hill is short, no good, gets her own rebound. Hill deflected away from her. Able to get it back. We're down to 30 seconds remaining. To the wing for Ruperto. She drives, takes up a baseline jumper. No good on the shot there. Rebound for Cassidy Harris, and a held ball will give possession. No, it'll stay with Laurel. Red ball. They get it correct. Red ball. Freedom basketball. Inbounding will be Bella Clank. It was a great JV game we saw with these players out there. Went into overtime. Olivia Henderson out there. Screen from Grace White, getting some space for Clank. Back out to White. Also out there, Megan Evans. Good pass over the top, able to get it to Olivia Henderson, then stolen away by Atkins. 1 second left, will she get a shot off at the buzzer? She will, backboard no good. And that's your final score, Freedom 46, Laurel 29. We'll be back in a moment with the Tri-County Principals post-game show when we return. Your home for Lawrence County Sports, lcsportsnet.com, powered by LCAP. For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $25 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and or all therapies necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between, let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
Just like going to the doctor, our homes need a checkup too. If your home is not properly weatherized, you could be at risk for symptoms that cause unhealthy ailments and higher utility bills. The Weatherization Assistance Program is the key to reducing utility costs and increasing comfort in your home. Services include an in-home energy audit to inspect your furnace and hot water tank, check for air sealing around windows and doors, and ensure adequate insulation and ventilation. Learn more at lcap.org or call the Department of Healthy Homes to get your checkup today.
When the high school season heats up, make sure you have the best gear to support your school. Head to the Red Zone on Wilmington Road in the Shannon for all your county sporting apparel needs. From sporting goods to custom apparel to embroidery and more, the Red Zone has it all. Quality gear for all 8 schools in the County of Champions. Stop by and enter the Red Zone or visit them online at theredzonesports.com. Score big at the Red Zone.
For more than 120 years, people have relied on Martindale-Hubbell's preeminent rating to select their attorneys. If you've been involved in an automobile accident, you should do the same. At LGKG, we have been preeminently rated for over 40 years.
It's the Tri-County Principals postgame show here in the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP. Freedom over Laurel tonight, 46-29. Just controlling the game start to finish, never trailed. Did the Lady Bulldogs, now at 7-2 in section play. Laurel at 5-4 in the logjam for 3rd, 4th, and 5th place. Laurel at 5-4, Elwood City and Mohawk coming into tonight's action 4-5 each. Elwood City taking on North Catholic tonight. Mohawk was scheduled to host Riverside. Not sure that game for today or tomorrow. Mohawk, Laurel, 2 games against each other next week. But looking at this one, leading scorer for Laurel here tonight, Daniel Pontius, 8 points, 6 for Lombardo, 5 for Fortuna, 4 for Tori Atkins, 3 for Hill, and 2 for Kendra Ruperto. And you can just see the offensive flow not there tonight. And it's, again, when you have one of your leaders not on the court, it makes it very difficult. They played hard, forced double-digit turnovers, but just could not get enough done on the offensive end. By far their lowest scoring output of the season. On the other side for Freedom, 18 points for Shea Bailey, a double-double for Jules Moorbacher, 12 points and 12 rebounds, and 10 for Renee Moorbacher, 4 for Caden Skorjewski, and 2 for Riley Tokar. Couple of awards to give. First, our Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game Award. We're going to give it to the steal and one from Shea Bailey. That really put the nail in the coffin for Laurel early in that 3rd quarter. Maley Chiropractic proud to present the Play of the Game Award to Shea Bailey of Freedom High School. Maley Chiropractic and LC SportsNet are proud to honor her for tonight's Play of the Game, and Shea will receive a customized t-shirt courtesy of Maley Chiropractic in recognition of tonight's Play of the Game. You can view tonight's Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game and the full list of the season's plays at lcsportsnet.com and click on Play of the Game. Congratulations, Shea Bailey, tonight's Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game. Let Maley Chiropractic keep you in the game. We also have our LCAP Player of the Game Award. Lawrence County Community Action Partnership proud to present the Player of the Game Award to Jules Moorbacher. 12 points, 12 rebounds, a double-double. LCAP and LC SportsNet proud to honor Jules Moorbacher for tonight's Player of the Game Award, and Jules will receive a customized t-shirt courtesy of the Red Zone in recognition of being named tonight's Player of the Game. Again, you can view the full list of players of the game online, lcsportsnet.com. Click on Player of the Game. Congratulations again, Jules Moorbacher, tonight's LCAP Player of the Game. LCAP, changing lives. We'll be busy next week, folks. Games scheduled Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. We're hoping to have games each and every night at lcsportsnet.com. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at lcsportsnet. As the schedule comes out, we will work with the Trib Live High School Sports Network. If it's a meaningful game in terms of playoff potential, we will be there here at lcsportsnet.com and on the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Tonight's broadcast brought to you in part by our friends at Maley Chiropractic, by Luxembourg, Garbutt, Kelly, and George, by the Red Zone, by the Crane Room Grill, by Pontius Insurance, by the Tri-County Principals Association, and the Lawrence County Community Action Partnership. Our producer today, Aaron Vigiano, running the graphics. Dom Summers, camera operator, was Rachel Bowen. I'm James Dotson, inviting you to tune in next week for plenty of action as the stretch run continues here in WPIAL basketball action. Your final score one last time, Freedom 46, Laurel 29. Thanks for joining us on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.